Masculine energy isn't about being loud, dominant, or proving anything to anyone. And it is deeply connected to how you carry yourself, how you respond to pressure, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are. And women feel this energy instantly, not from what you say, but from how you show up, because most men either try too hard to perform masculinity, or they have lost touch with it completely. And these 5 shifts are not about changing who you are, but about reconnecting with the energy that makes women feel safe, attracted, and drawn to you without you having to chase. And the first shift is stop seeking approval and start stating preferences. And this means moving from seeking validation to existing in your own frame. Because men who constantly check if everyone is okay with their decisions, who apologize for having opinions, who ask, "Is this okay?" at every turn are operating from a place of insecurity. And masculine energy does not ask permission to exist, it states preferences clearly and without apology, without being rigid and without ignoring others. And it simply means knowing what you want and expressing it confidently, because when you're deciding where to eat, don't say, "I don't know, where do you want to go?" Instead say, "I'm thinking Italian sound good," and if she has another idea, you adjust, but you start from a place of direction, not uncertainty, because women respond to decision-making energy as it signals leadership without being controlling. And the next time someone asks your opinion, give it. Don't hedge, don't deflect, don't say whatever you want, and instead have a preference and state it, because if she disagrees, you will figure it out together, but you must stop treating your own wants like they need approval. And that shift alone changes how women see you in powerful ways. The second shift is to embrace silence instead of filling every gap, because masculine energy is comfortable with silence and it does not need to perform, entertain, or fill every pause with words. And when you are talking to a woman and there is a natural lull in conversation, most men panic and start babbling just to fill the space, and that nervousness is palpable and kills attraction. But when you can sit in silence, relaxed, present, and not rushing to fix it, you create depth. Because silence creates tension, and tension creates chemistry in women. Read your comfort with silence as confidence, signaling that you are not desperate for approval, and not performing for validation, but simply present. And the next time the conversation pauses, do not jump in with a new topic. Just look at her, smile slightly, and let the moment breathe, because if she fills the silence, great, and if she does not, it's still fine, because you are showing comfort in your own presence, which is rare and magnetic. And silence is not awkward unless you make it awkward, and when you own it, you stand out. The third shift is respond rather than react, which separates boys from men, because boys react emotionally to everything and get defensive, frustrated, or dramatic when things do not go their way, but men respond by feeling the emotion, taking a breath, and choosing how to handle it. And masculine energy is steady, especially under pressure, because when something goes wrong, when she is late, when she cancels, or when someone disrespects you, your response tells her everything. And if you blow up, get passive-aggressive, or spiral into insecurity, you show her you cannot handle stress. But if you stay calm, address it directly, and move forward without drama, you show emotional strength, which women notice immediately. And the next time something frustrates, you pause before responding, take 3 seconds, feel the frustration, acknowledge it, and decide consciously how to handle it, because that pause is masculine energy in action. And women feel it clearly, because emotional steadiness brings trust and long-term attraction, and it also elevates the way you carry yourself in every area of life. The fourth shift is prioritizing your mission over her approval, which many men resist but desperately need. And this means not putting women at the center of your life, because masculine energy is directed toward purpose, goals, and personal growth rather than constant relationship maintenance. And when you make a woman your mission, she feels that pressure and it pushes her away. But when you have your own direction, your work, your passions, and your goals, and she is part of your life, but not the whole thing, that becomes attractive, because it shows you are a man with substance and independence. And this does not mean ignoring her, it means having boundaries, protecting your priorities, and not dropping everything the second she texts. Because if you are working on something important and she wants to hang out, you can say, "I have something tonight, but I am free tomorrow." And that is not rejection, it is self-respect. And ironically, it makes her more attracted, because you show her you have a life beyond her. And women do not want to be your entire world, they want to be part of a world you are actively building. And when you focus on your mission and invite her into it without abandoning it, the dynamic shifts naturally and powerfully. The fifth shift is to lead without asking for permission, which is about stepping into natural leadership without turning it into a performance, because masculine energy leads and does not wait for consensus on every decision or ask, "What do you think?" every 5 minutes, and instead it assesses, decides, and moves forward, while still being considerate and not controlling. And when planning a date, do not say, "So what should we do instead?" Plan, It tell her the time and place and she can adjust if she needs to, but you made it easy by leading, and when walking together, walk confidently beside or slightly ahead instead of trailing behind and waiting for direction, and when a problem shows up, address it directly, because women are attracted to men who take charge without being overbearing and who can guide situations with calm, assurance, and leadership is not dominance. It is direction, and when you start leading your time, your space, and your interactions, women respond more deeply because they relax, trust, and follow naturally. And when you stop apologizing for leading, everything shifts in your favor. The sixth shift is owning your space physically, because masculine energy takes up space, not aggressively but unapologetically, and when you sit, do not fold yourself into the smallest version of you, and instead, spread out slightly, rest your arm comfortably, and let your body exist fully, and when you stand, plant your feet, stand tall, avoid hunching, and avoid shrinking in women. Notice how you occupy space, because it signals confidence, grounding, and presence, since a man who shrinks physically is often shrinking emotionally too, and a man who takes up space naturally moves like he belongs and sits like he is comfortable in his own body, expresses masculine energy effortlessly, and when you sit, take a moment to settle, and when you walk, keep your shoulders back, head level, and movements steady, because you are not trying to dominate the room, you are simply not apologizing for being in it. And women feel this shift immediately, because physical presence speaks louder than words. The seventh shift is protecting your energy and setting boundaries, which means recognizing that not everyone deserves full access to you, and masculine energy does not people please or overextend to keep everyone happy, and instead it protects itself, and if someone drains you, takes advantage, or crosses boundaries, you address it calmly and directly, and if plans do not serve you, you decline without guilt, and if someone disrespects you, you do not tolerate it just to keep the peace. And this is not harsh, it is self-respect, and women are attracted to men who value themselves enough to set limits, and when you say no without remove yourself from negativity or refuse disrespect, she sees a man who knows his worth, and that is magnetic, and you can start setting boundaries this week by saying no when you need to, calling out lines that are crossed, and taking space when necessary, because the people who respect you will stay, and the ones who do not were never meant to have your energy, and protecting your energy is not selfish. It is masculine, because a man who respects himself will respect others. To these shifts are not about pretending, performing, or becoming someone you're not, and they are about reconnecting with the natural masculine energy already within you that may have been buried under years of people pleasing, insecurity, or uncertainty. And you can pick one shift to focus on this week. Maybe it is leading without asking permission, or owning your physical space, or mastering silence, and start there, and you will feel the difference in how you show up. And she will feel it as well, because masculine energy shapes presence, attraction, trust, and long-term connection in ways most men never fully realize. And if you want deeper insight on attraction, confidence, and masculine growth, you can continue exploring these principles and apply them consistently for lasting change in your life and relationships.